took no part in their relationship, but yet AP kept getting mentioned, and then yet AP gets blamed for being mentioned. Have you ever heard of such a strange thing, strange phenomenon to happen on Messy Side of TikTok where someone gets mentioned while minding their own business, but yet getting blamed for being mentioned? Yeah, you got damn right I got the sauce. Go ahead and click that link in my mother effing bio, y'all, okay? www.pearsonspremium.com. All right, so let's move on with the order of business, okay? I mentioned someone's daughter. You damn right I did. My daughter was mentioned, so yes, I mentioned someone's daughter. We'll get to that though, Southern, okay? If you don't mind, be patient with me, and we'll get to that, because somebody's daughter is going to get mentioned again. All right? Y'all appreciate that? All right. I caught a lot of strays today. That's okay. AP usually does. Yep, always gonna get blamed. Just remember, folks, when you leave this live, if you don't take anything else with you when you leave and exit this building, just know it's AP's fault, okay? What's up, Gia? I know this doesn't matter, but this question came up a lot in live of who was with him first. Oh, shit. Thank you, Mad Cow, I appreciate you. I think Shatonia was with him first, I guess. Doesn't matter to me. Don't give a fuck who was first, honestly. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Questions? No, we good? Okay. All right, cool. So, first, I thought it was interesting, right? I heard a lot from Tea Times Live today, okay? I was driving, and shout out to family members of mine who didn't mind playing it, so I didn't miss anything as I was running my errands, okay? Literally couldn't stop, but I'm just listening, hearing all the shit talking, okay? You new to these streets? Quick little backstory. No, I can't do that now. Maybe another live though. But don't worry, I got you. Just keep tuning into my lives and I'll give you a backstory one day. Soon enough, but I have to handle business tonight. Do you mind if I do that? Just read the room and you'll quickly figure out what's going on. All right, so I heard a lot of shit, mainly Tea Times Live, right? You know how she has those exquisite, thought-provoking lives. Oh, that damsel. Tea Time, she's such a beauty and she's so intelligent, don't you think? Don't you think she's intelligent? I think she's intelligent. That's a real gem. I don't know what we'd do without Tea Time. What would we do without Tea Time on TikTok? We wouldn't be able to think. We wouldn't be able to communicate with men. We wouldn't know how to dress. We wouldn't know how to brush our teeth or not. We wouldn't know how to do our hair or not do our hair. There are so many things I can think of. We'd be lost if we didn't have that damn Tea Time. Don't you think? All right, let's keep going. So, I thought Tea Times Live was pretty interesting. There's a couple things that I heard I'd like to address, right? One, she's always got some big back bitch as a co-host in her live streams. And I think that's so funny to me. This time, she likes to interchange them. But this time, you know who was the co-host? Miss Rose. Isn't she an exquisite beauty? Now, I will say, Miss Rose has a face that is flawless. She can do no mistakes, nothing wrong when it comes to her makeup. I love it. I love it, right? But there is a few mistakes that Rose does make. And that includes not having all her shit together, meaning facts, meaning information. She just likes running her mouth. So, I came to you guys, I would like to just simply talk about a few things. One moment. Excuse me. All right. Some of the shits that Rose got wrong, okay? We'll discuss that. We're going to start with her first. I thought it was interesting that Rose told Corey, that when you start speaking on shit you don't know about, then we have a problem. All the while, Rose speaking on the video of Hokiana interrupting my live stream, and that's not even what I was referring to when I determined he was abusive. So, does that sound like her speaking on shit she doesn't know about? Should I have a problem? I want you guys to answer these questions in the chat for me. As Rose tells Corey that when you start speaking on shit you don't know about, then we have a problem. So I ask you all, should I have a problem then? I want you to answer for me. Does that sound like her speaking on shit she doesn't know about? Huh? Tea Time and Rose are under the impression that the abuse video, that's what they call it, the abuse video of Hokiana interrupting my live is the said alleged abuse that I was referring to when I was on Tea Time's panel back in March, February, whichever, right? That's not the abuse video. You know what the fuck of the abuse video is. They had a lot of shit to say though about it, okay? And seemingly they started to break down this video. Like I said, these are two of some of the most intelligent ladies on the app. I want you guys to give them their props when you see them, okay? In the TikTok streets. As they began to break down the video, they began to break down Hokiana's tone, his interruption, and all of things of that nature, right? Even my reaction to the surprise of him walking in and speaking in the middle of me talking to you all, my followers, right? They call this the abuse video. This is the abuse video that they're referencing. So I thought that was interesting because that's not the abuse video. That's not the abuse that I was referring to when I talked to Tea Time, you know, later on that night. But we'll talk about this. This is part of Rose not having her shit together and her facts together. Speaking on shit she doesn't know about. And again, according to Rose, I should have a problem with her, right? I should have a problem with Rose. I should. Because by her logic, she was giving Corey, when you speak on shit you don't know about, we have a problem. Those are the words of Rose. All right, so they said the video is giving, I want people to know this is my man. Whole time I was caught off guard, embarrassed, and tried to save face because I was busted. That's what really was happening in the video. What's up, Lucy? Let me say that again, right? Rose said that the abuse video was giving that I want people to know this is my man. Whole time, what was really happening was I was caught off guard. I was embarrassed. And I tried to save face because I felt like he outed me. I was busted. What I thought was to be a private relationship, a ninja made it public by interrupting my live and speaking. My comments then got distracted. No one was any longer paying attention to what I was saying, the purpose of my live, and they started paying attention to the man's voice in the background. He has a very distinctive voice, so they instantly matched and knew who it was. Now, popular opinion out there is that I should have muted right away. And I'm going to get a little ignorant when I say this next part. When I pay this fucking mortgage in this house, and I pay this cell phone bill and any other fucking bill in this home, it does not require me to mute when someone gets ignorant and acts a fool and interrupts my shit. Does everybody understand that? Is everybody an adult out there? Do you run your own things, your own shit? I thought so. So never in the history of niggerdom will I allow some insecure little boy come into my home and domain and interrupt my shit when he knows I am busy. All right? Now, my comments were very much gave, bitch, we know who that voice is, and you've been made. I want to know, how the fuck does Rose say she ain't on Messy Talk, but is on Tea Time's panel being messy? You never left. You never left. Matter of fact, Rose has been interested for quite some time in the story of me and Hokiana. Absolutely. Very interested. She loves scurrying off into Tea Time's panel to come up there and speak on shit she don't know about. So guess what? I guess by her logic, we have a problem. Okay? Tea Time then brushed over the argument Hokiana and I had after I ended my live, where we were in my room and that nigga verbally abused me. I then escorted that nigga out of my house. Right? I love to hear myself talk. You also do too, because that's why you're here. Thank you for joining us. Again, T is the one that brushed over the argument of Hokiana and I, right? Having an argument in my room after I ended my live. She brushed over that, right? And said, well, you know, people argue and they say things. And he left as if Tea Time's 4'11" toothless ass was somewhere in the corners of my house watching this whole charade happen. Now, how does someone who doesn't live in my house, nor is in my house at the time, know exactly what happened? Sounds like even though I called Tea Time myself to let her know what happened, the bitch wasn't listening at all. Mods, are you in here? Please, can you guys please mod? And I don't want to have to pay attention to the comments. But if the mods are in here, please do your job. Please, please, please help me out. Help me with my life. I appreciate it. Sounds like the bitch wasn't listening at all. And so she and Rose are both two bitches that are talking on shit that they obviously don't know anything about. And so therefore, by Rose's logic, we have a problem. All right. There is a receipt here with Mr. Dominique. That's AKA Hokiana. Okay? Oh, no problem, Dre. I just make sure you're here. There is a receipt of the night, right? Because Rose says, I never had a problem. It was giving very much my man, my man, my man. And Tea Time's the one that brushed over the argument. Said, oh, well, people say things. And then he left. As if it was nothing. No, that is where the verbal abuse altercation happened. Said this plenty of times to Tea Time, right? But, as you know, just like the terrible friend and sister that she is, she wasn't listening anyways. So I thought with you and correct some information, misinformation, and lies that Tea Time told on her panel. I know she's in here. She's always in here. All right. So they played what Tea Time is titling the abuse video, where Hokiana interrupted my life. Appreciate you, Chocolate Bunny. So the text message goes like this. This was sent from him on Monday, February 26th at 6:31 p.m. He texts me and says, this is Dominique, aka Hokiana. You just going to keep sending me to voicemail? I'm on my way to you now. Hello. These back-to-back text messages would indicate that he is trying to get my attention and let me know something, but I am in the middle of something. So you know what I respond? You know what I respond? Okay, that's fine. I'm in the middle of something right now, so I can't answer the phone. Because he also called me several times. That's right. This is information that Tea Time's brainless, bird brain fucking ass would never seek to tell you on her own life. You know why? Because she's committed to the lie more than she is the truth. Right? She deems herself as such a truthful content creator on this here space that she uses. Tick of the talk. But when it comes to her disseminating said information to you all, she misses some key information. So does she really care about the truth, or is she just upset? I think it's the latter. I think she's upset. And I'm sorry, Tea Time, that I struck a nerve. You'll be all right. But I'm never going to stray away from telling people the type of bitch that you are. Okay? All right. So all these text messages are happening from this man who's just incontrollable. His name's Hulk, so I guess that's the red flag I should have known. After we argued, I sent him a text message and I said, I'm controlling. You might need to replay that clip because the abuse clip that Tea Time shared with you guys and played it over 11 times, I also sent to Hokiana that night after we argued and he drove away in such a rage. I said, I'm controlling. You might need to replay that clip. You sound controlling AF on that clip. That's you all the time. You outed me in front of my followers on some egotistical bullshit, knowing people are watching. You did that shit on purpose and you know it. You are disrespectful and that's disgusting to me. Work on yourself before you begin to even think to tell me what I need to work on. He then responds and says, what time can I stop by tomorrow in order to get my ankle bands? I then replied, it's on the porch. You can come get everything anytime, blankets and all. He then responds, you put my blankets on the porch? Wow, but okay, I would never do that to you. Just throw it in the trash at this point. I'm good. I'll buy another set of ankle straps. I then responded, which was my last text message to this man. What you did was childish, and the fact that you did that shit publicly, I will never fuck with you again behind that shit. Consider it done. Because AP was done after the disrespect that ensued in my home. So it was more than just an argument. It was more than just, oh, people argue and say things back and forth and he just drove off. No, this man verbally abused me inside my room. That's where we were. We weren't on live. I ended the live and we came downstairs and an argument ensued about what just transpired. So while Rose thinks everything's honky-dory and cute, right? And I did all of that shit on purpose, being the victim blamer that she is, because you know, Rose likes to call hospitals and shit to find out if they offer R kits. She's now analyzing another situation that she completely fucks up and pretty much says, it's my fault, right? Welcome on in. Hulk ain't gonna pay Shitonia. Everybody's getting pages made about them. So, when Rose says I'm pretty much playing games, this man's not abusive, like I said he was, because she would know, right? She was in the room alone with him, right? After the live cut off, she was there for that part. That's the part she commented on, right? So now I have to have a problem with Rose. Because according to Rose, when you speak on shit you don't know anything about, we've got a problem. Okay, Rose. So you can now officially declare you and I have a problem, according to your logic. Tea Time, you already know we've been having a problem. All right. So Hulk verbally abuses me. I escort him out and show these screenshots later. I just don't want to hassle with the camera right now. Okay? No, I did not victim blame. You can actually go to the recording. I did not victim blame HB with T. T was the one that victim blamed. So this isn't about HB with T though. Thank you so much. Stick on track to what the topic is. Read the room before I mute you, okay? Thank you so much. Anything pertaining to what I'm talking about, feel free to ask about. But anybody else we're not talking about, I'm gonna have my mods mute you. Please stay on topic. What's up, Zero? What's up, Clyde? All right. Something else I noticed in Tea Times Live, right, that I heard. Corey claiming that he clocked my lies in Diamond's panel and ain't clocked a motherfuck thing. And that's why I stopped talking and let the panel and the comments eat his ass up. I stopped talking and let the panel and the comments eat Corey's ass up. There was no need for me to defend myself when his logic and all his thought process was just completely shit, for lack of a better word. Not listening to no fuck-ass Corey. Little ass Lily was out here victim blaming in Diamond's Live, talking about women are stupid when giving attention to certain men. Meanwhile, her sister is out here, can't take care of her kids, and seemingly that runs in the family, because ask her, where's Lily baby daddy at? Do he got money? All right, I'll save that for you guys to answer. Y'all can ask little ass Lily when you guys see her, okay? Tea Time says a lot of these women wouldn't do the shit they do online in real life. Meanwhile, a lot of the shit she does online, she wouldn't do in real life. She has proxy writing entire fake-ass strawberry letters about me and others, but want to say I'm obsessed? Me. I'm obsessed. Me. All right. Tea Time also likes to fearmonger women into not speaking out against men who do wrong. Meanwhile, she gives this impression that she's allowed to be said woman to check niggas anytime she wants on her panel. Does she do that in real life? Like when T enables Corey's bullshit on her panel, today she said, Corey, haven't you gotten better? He said, hell no. It's giving you trying to protect a nigga that ain't even trying to be protected. But okay, all right. I need Tea Time to be honest, right? Tea Time, like, I'm over the bullshit, right? And what I mean by bullshit is your bullshit. Like, just be honest, right? We all got some fucked up ass ways. But if you was a hustling ass bitch, you could never get on Section 8. All this fucking money to be made out here, bitch, bye. You a go with the flow ass type nigga. That's what you are, Tea Time. You ain't no hustling ass bitch. Real hustlers go out here and get this money that's to be made. Period. They don't stay on Section 8. Doesn't work that way. My mommyhood was spoken about by Tea Time. Telling people that I had a conversation with my daughter that I did not have. And these are part of the lies that I'm saying, what keeps me on Tea Time's neck. Lying about an interaction between me and my daughter is a violation. Hokion has already spoken on my daughter, and I had to cook his ass too. But Tea Time, you've got your motherfucking nerve. As if you are the perfect mom. Like, you act like you the only bitch that committed your kid to a psych ward. The fact that you didn't believe your child and you read the suicide note and you didn't believe her, that note was for sympathy? According to you, it was for sympathy. Bitch, you are the victim blamer. You're the reason a child would get raped and end up holding that shit in. Bitch, that's the wickedest thing you could do. This is going to get heavy. It's going to get heavy. So if you can't handle what I'm about to say, I suggest you just exit out the live now. But I have some questions for Tea Time, right? Like, explain how your child hates home so much that she would run off and willingly sell her pussy to niggas. Kids don't typically leave happy and healthy homes. Your child is running away from something. The fact that you don't even realize that that's a symptom of bad parenting tells me everything I need to know about you. Because not one time did I hear in her life her taking accountability for her fucked up parenthood. I don't have to ask her shit, Tasha. She'll hear this live. Trust me. Too much? Too much? Oh, all right. Tea Time, I heard you call your damn child a heifer today while talking about she ran away. You excuse everything. You excuse everything. You got an explanation and a reason why for everything. Just like the fucking narcissistic person you are. We can all agree parenting is hard as fuck, right? It's hard to do. But how you sit up there and criticize me for bringing a man around my child, you should probably pull back the veil and show how many niggas you done had around your child. It's easy as fuck to judge someone when people don't know all your fucking skeletons. It is. So while she judges me for my involvement with a man, I bet you she's not gonna bring or show the niggas she's had around her kids. Oh, all right. I thought she was a tough bitch, though. Okay. All right. Disrespect on men, right? Because women don't know how to talk to these niggas. Y'all talk disrespectfully to them. Well, T-Tom, you have to be one of the biggest hypocrites out here. Because let a nigga come in your panel and disagree with you, you gonna curse him the fuck out. We've seen her do it time and time again. Right? These niggas have to get in the panel and agree with her in order to not get cussed out. Right? So this idea that all these women, because you know, T-Time likes to quote herself as the better than you bitch. Right? Those aren't the only two bodies she has. Don't do that, boo-bae. But the fact that niggas have to agree with you in your panel in order for you not to curse them out, does that not tell you anything? Right? And you're right. When Corey disagrees, what happens? She drops that nigga from the panel or she curses him out. It's never a calm interaction. Right? All right. Let me, because I feel like we gonna see is tea time. So let me go ahead and mute you. Okay? Yep. There you go. You can just listen, tea time, if you're behind that page. I don't know. I could just be talking shit, but we're not gonna do fakeness behind the page, all right? I just honestly think that it's fair game when niggas come up there and they disagree with you, and then that's when it's okay and Tea Time gives women the green light, or actually herself. Because honestly, let's be honest, right? The niggas have to agree with her. When niggas come up in the panel and they agree with other women, it's really not a problem. The women still have to respect those niggas because she'll dig in their ass, right? So I just think that it should be fair game. It should be fair game. Allow all the bitches to get a lick in. Okay? Allow all the bitches to get a lick in. I love you spammers. Can y'all... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to invite you. I actually meant to block you. There you go. There you go, boo-boo kitty. Let me block you too. What's this new mute option? Oh, here we go. Mute account. Thank you. All right. A little birdie I just heard this, right? But I want to talk about disrespectful niggas. Because Tea Time, I hear someone asked you a while ago about your daughter getting her ass beat. Can you explain that? Something about your daughter getting beat by her boyfriend? And I heard that you handled that boy with kid gloves, right? The comments was saying ain't no way they would have handled that boy with kid gloves if they beat their daughter's ass. I'm just trying to figure out, just roll with me here, T. How is it that you handling a boy who handles your daughter, in an aggressive way, right? How do you handle him with kid gloves? But every other woman that doesn't really align with your thought process or the things that you would do as the better bitch, how is it that you're harsh on every other woman? How? Is it because, he was honest with you? He was forthright? He came to you honestly and told you what he did to your daughter? And so therefore you said, you know what, I'm going to bestow grace. So I will say, that's probably the only thing that she does online. She protects those abusers offline as well. These are just questions I have. You can answer them or not. Answer them at discretion.